Hey all, welcome back to my channel. Today we will gonna discuss that how we can configure the RIP routing protocol in our infrastructure. In order to do that, I have taken a scenario. I do have a network 1 which have a range of 10.0.0.0. Another network what we have it is 20.0.0.0, and we will be able to communicate between both of them using a router configuration. So in order to do that, the first thing is, first we're gonna set up the IP addresses of our desktop. We just launch the desktop and go to the IP configuration. We'll say the IP address of this machine is 10.0.0.2 and the gateway of my network infrastructure is 10.0.0.1. Similarly, I'm just gonna set up the IP address on the another laptop as well in the next infrastructure 10.0.0.2 with the gateway as 20.0.0.1. Once this thing is covered, we will gonna go and start doing the configuration on our router in the router 1. We went to the configuration terminal and we'll say interface gigabit 0/0/0/0, and the IP addresses we want to give it here is 30.0.0.1 with the subnet of 255.0.0.0. Don't forget to make sure that you need to run the command for no shutdown. It will gonna make the logical change on the port. Similarly, we have to assign the IP address to the another port, interface gigabit 0/0/1, that is the common network what we have. IP address is 10.0.0.1 followed by the subnet. And same command need to be run here, saying no shutdown. Now we just need to configure the routing protocol. In this scenario, we are configuring the RIP. So we will say router RIP, that is a command. And for which network we need to configure, just put all the network that what you have, 0.0.0. The next network we have it is network 20.0.0.0 and the network 30.30.0, and just say exit. Similarly, let's go to the next router. The first command we're gonna run as enable. Next one is configure terminal. We're going to assign the IP addresses again 0/0/0 as IP address 30.0.0.2 followed by the subnet. Interface gigabit 0/0/1. The another one, the IP address of this one is 10.20.0.0.1 followed by the subnet again. Router RIP. What are the network we want to add? 10.0.0.0. Network is 20.0.0.0 and network 30.0.0. Now we'll do exit and exit, and we just need to run a command called show IP route. So by doing that, you will be able to see that these are the network which is directly connected and already configured in our infrastructure. Let's go back to the PC number 1 and try to ping PC2 from here. Let's see what is working from our end. So ping 10.0.0.1. Let's see we are able to ping our gateway which is the IP address on this end. Let's see whether we are able to ping the IP address on the router end. Yes, we are able to ping the router IP address. Let's see whether we are able to ping the other end of the router, which is 30.0.0.2, and yes, we can able to reach out to that part as well. Now the last one is, let's see whether we are able to ping on the other end, 20.0.0.1. we are able to not to do that. Let's see whether we are able to ping 10.20.2. Why we are not able to ping from our desktop 1 to the desktop B? It's saying the destination host is unreachable. So just look back, we are able to see that there is an active connection between the switch 1 and the router 1, but there is no active connection between the router 2 and the switch 2. I think we forgot to run the command for the no shutdown. So let's go back to router 2. The command is configure terminal interface gigabit 0/0/1, and the command I think we forgot is no shutdown. Now if you run this command, you will be able to see that the red light turned into the green light, and maybe within few seconds we will be able to ping it now. Let's see whether we are able to ping 20.0.0.1. Earlier we are getting the error for the same. Now see what we are able to ping 20.0.0.2. What is the IP of the other desktop in the other network? It usually takes somewhere about couple of minutes earlier, because it's just still resolving the IP address of the machine, and you will be able to see the output within few seconds. See, you will be able to see that, but now if we run, you will get the output. So thank you all.